All right, guys, thank you so much for taking the time to talk about your new show. Tell me all your secrets. I will be directing questions individually so we can sort of make the Zoom situation work. So Lily, I would imagine I'm not an actor and I really appreciate what you guys do, but I imagine every character is like building it's a puzzle, but with this role in particular, it seems to lend itself to that metaphor more. What do you think? And sort of tackling that on.
Yes, I think that's a wonderful way of putting it. It was like having a sort of all of these puzzle pieces. And the truth is, I think it's a puzzle that where all the puzzle pieces aren't supposed to ultimately fit together. That's sort of who she is. And so, but I think that's a wonderful way to think about it and what the process of, because as the audience is discovering who she is having to do the same thing because there's so much about herself that is unknowable, for other people, but also for herself because of what she's been through and her lack of trust in others, but also in her own, in the world and in herself and her sort of perception of reality.
Okay, thank you for that. So Enrique, it's sort of a variation of the same question, but I mean, I feel like your character says, trust me, trust me, trust me, like a bunch of times throughout the series. Mm-hmm. And then you as an actor sort of have to play on our expectations where we don't completely trust you. Is that was that fun to sort of toe the line?
You know, Juan, you're going to have to trust me. No, the role was a blast to play because as you put it very, very articulately, I toe this line all the way to the finish line. And, again, I don't want to give out any of our secrets until, the audience gets a chance to watch the show for themselves. But I could guarantee you that if you invest in it, it'll leave you in pieces. There's a lot of twists, there's a lot of turns, and it was a tremendous amount of fun to get to toe that line all the way to the end of that very confusing road.
No, I think we're invested since episode 1, which is the wonderful thing about it. But let me ask you this, Lily. Is it like an emotional marathon? Because I can't imagine like shooting it and then every day you come to set, it's like, oh my God, I'm doing what now? Like it's so intense, your journey. So how do you pull through it to sort of get to where and stay healthy yourself as an actor?
It is like an emotional marathon. And I think that something, you don't, playing a part like this, I don't think I stopped running until it was over. It's one of those things you can't really stop because of exactly what you're saying, and then it sort of could catch up and kind of bury you. You just have to keep going and keep being carried by the adrenaline of playing the part. And there is sort of I do think, and I'm not encouraging that people don't eat or sleep or drink water or take care of themselves, but I do think that there is something to being nourished by the part that you are playing and being nourished by the experience that actually, I'm sure that I was depleted in a lot of ways. And then I made up for it when I was done. But she was giving me so much that I did feel, I felt hydrated by her, even though I'm sure I was not hydrated.
That's a good metaphor to end on. And my time is up. Pleasure talking to you guys. Stay healthy wherever you are. Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Juan.